I've been seeing a lot of posts on Reddit of people saying that Black Desert just seems overly complicated, especially for people that just got into the game again. Like, for example, me taking a long break for about 6 months, and then I come back to this and then I feel fucking lost because there's just so much things to collect. You know, like you look at this and it's just like, whoa, that's a lot of things. Like, I haven't even collected all this stuff only because I just don't have too much inventory space. So I'm trying to be like careful with this. I'm eventually gonna collect all this stuff. I'm just not ready yet, and I just, every single day you get bombarded with so much crap that you don't know what to sort. So today I just wanted to kind of run down all the very important things that you should keep, and then other things that you might not really care about or maybe sell or whatever. Some of the most important stuff for me: Blackstone armors and Blackstone weapons. Memory fragments is another thing that's used to repair your gear when you're doing upgrading, because as you're doing that, when stuff like breaks or goes back to the previous level or whatever, you're gonna lose some of your durability, and memory fragments is how you repair that. I list all 3 of these items on the auction house, but I don't sell them immediately. I usually just put them in there as like a storage bin. So that's pretty much how I play it. Another one that's an upgrade material is this captcha stones. I don't catchphrase, whatever. These things are worth a good amount of money, and the cool thing about this is that you can get these ancient spirit dust, which you get while grinding and while you're like life skilling and all that stuff, and you can convert the Blackstone armors and weapons into those catchphrase stones, which are worth way more than, you know, the Blackstone weapons and armors by themselves. So it's definitely a good investment to basically flip that and put it on the auction house if you just want to make a quick buck. But those are things that you definitely want to keep. So I usually just put it all in here. So as you can see in my actual bin, you see I have a ton of stuff I haven't listed for sale, but I just throw it in here just to have it. These things like the fruit of this, whatever magic power and all this stuff, I usually just sell all this stuff, but this is supposed to be used, I believe, for the horse training or whatever. I really fuck with that. Like, I don't care about trying to get a dream horse like that. I'd rather just buy it on the like the auction house or whatever, because you can buy a Pegasus and all that. That's how I got my Pegasus. I bought it from somebody else for 12 billion. So that works. That's way better than going through the process of trying to, like, you know, do that. I mean, if you want to do that, you go for yours, just go for it. But honestly, it's not worth it to me. That's why I just post all this stuff on the auction house. The same with the Blackstone, the black crystal shards. I put that in there. I put the hard black crystal shards in there too. Basically, the way I look at it is, whenever I see an item and then it shows market price in there, you see how it says market price? That means I'm just gonna put it on the auction house, no matter what it is. I'll just put it in there. These things, for example, the weeds are garbage, so they probably won't even sell. I don't even think they sell immediately, but I mean, I could put it up if I wanted to. So I just just to get it out of my inventory, so it's not like taking up all my inventory slots. That's it. That's usually why I just throw it in there. Whatever, because you can hold a ton of stuff in your auction house. And the best part about putting things in the auction house is if you went to a different town, like a different city or whatever, and you needed to access any of this stuff, you could easily be able to pull that out, or you could even use your maids to get it for you. And this is everywhere, where versus you put it in the storage bin, and the storage bin is only Velia area. So like there's like a border basically, where if like in this area you could be able to claim, you know, from Velia, but if you step into this side, the Serendia area, then you're gonna be claiming only from this storage bin if you call a maid. So yeah, so that's why I don't really use the storage that much. I use the storage for stuff that's gonna be long term, just sticking in there, like stuff that I know that I want in the future but just don't want to mess with right now. Like, for example, I could show some stuff. For example, you see like this celestial horn, the permanent celestial horn. I'm not ready to use it yet. I may have an alt in the future that I want to use that thing on, so that stays in the bin. That's something that's not going away. Like these blessing things, I can open these up whenever I feel like using them. It's a 3-day thing. I just leave it in there, which I should consolidate this a little bit better, because see how it's taking up multiple spots? That's not good. If you see how I'm strategic with it, what I like to do is, you see how I have the Blackstone weapons and armor? Since that's something that's pretty common to drop off of mobs, what I like to do is keep at least one in my inventory. That way it goes straight to that slot right there. So I can stay organized a little bit. Right now I'm not really organized because I got so much junk in my inventory that I do need to sort. But yeah, other important things like this Blood Wolf oath thing, that you need 100 of these to get the potion, the infinite HP potion. So I'm holding on to that, obviously. Same thing with these dragon fangs, holding on to that, which I have 32 over here. You know, do they take up space? That's another thing you got to look at. You got to look at the weight. Are they taking up weight? This one is taking up weight, so I might as well just drop it in there. So I'll drop 31 into the bin. There we go. And now I leave one in there so I can make sure it goes right back into that same spot. Do the same thing with this Blood Wolf ult. I put one. I can't say it. All right, but but there we go. I left one in there, and then boom, I moved it over to this side. So there we go. So now, see, now things are getting a little bit sorted. Now it's getting better. See, like these Dark Spirit Greeds. I don't really know what to do with these things. I haven't bothered to look it up. I mean, it tells me right there, but I just haven't bothered to go and try to do anything with it. So I'll just put it in the bin, and that's it. Then I'll figure it out later when I'm ready to go figure that out. These Yana fragments, I could throw them in there, you know, like just that's basically how you sort things. Other important stuff that you're going to be looking at is event stuff. So you see how it says event on it. When you see those, that's only for a certain amount of time. So like, let's say, for example, you see it's available until March 22nd. So that's expiring in a couple days, my time. Oh, wait, actually, that's tomorrow that's expiring. So I got to take advantage of this as fast as possible. So if I have any more, I could go and I could search. So let's search for item. What's that thing called again? Unpolished. I'll put unpol. And there we go. I got 4 of them on one of my characters and then 2 of them on this one. It's not enough. So it's whatever. I need at least a minimum of 5. Oh, wait. I have enough to get a memory fragment. So I could probably do that. So then I can go on my main. I'll go log off, go on him, put it in the bin, right? And then go on to my other character, which I'm playing currently, the Corsair. Grab it for her, and then go turn it in. And that's basically how you play it. So every time you see an event thing, definitely keep in mind the time of when you have to turn it in. That way you can get the most rewards as you possibly can for that time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, don't get too crazy with the inventory stuff. The way I pretty much look at this, if you can't post it on the auction house, you see how it says personal transaction unavailable on this, and it's unsellable, then I just delete it. That's it. Just delete it and figure it out later. Like these items, for example, like 1, 2, 3. This is for that dungeon I was doing, and that's exclusive to that dungeon. So basically, I'm just gonna delete all that stuff. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever. Delete. Let's see, like this thing, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'll just delete it, like whatever. If I don't know what it is, I delete it. As long as it doesn't cost anything. You see how this piece, that's $112 billion, or million, actually, not billion. So that's good. So I could either use it for myself, or I can go and list it on the auction house and make some money. So that's basically how I look at it. So everything that costs some kind of money on there, I definitely like. So especially after grinding for a long time, I like to immediately just run to the auction house. Like that's like my first objective. See, I'm gonna put these on the auction house. I'm gonna save that one for myself. This goes on the auction house. I don't like using those potions. See, that's it. I already sold everything that I needed to. See, I got 40 of these, so I'll put 39. Boom. This one I'll put 3. And this I'll put 4. I mean 2. Oh my god. What the hell? I pressed it. I'm gonna take 1 back. Because you know I'm gonna need it in that slot. You know, see that I already messed up right there. But you catch the point here. Like basically that's it. You just post anything in there. Everything else, you go to the dude over here, you sell to any vendor. Boom. Sell all junk. Bloof. Alright, if it didn't sell anything, then whatever. And then basically from there, just get rid of shit. This is for the season. I'm not on a season character, so goodbye. And then that's it. And then these, I could sell these because I don't use them. So boof, boof. This stays in my inventory. Bloof. I don't know what the fuck this is, so sell it. That's it. Like that's basically what I do. I don't overcomplicate things. See, any of the stuff that you can't sell, like what the fuck is this something letter? I've been holding on to this for years. Like get out of here. I just don't even want to look at it. What the fuck is this event thing? Go to the whatever. I don't even care. This is important. I'll hold on to this. This is for upgrading gear and stuff. That is important. I'll keep that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know there's a lot of stuff to collect. There's just a ton of things to keep in mind, but it's not as complicated as you think. Just this is all you have to keep in mind is just like putting stuff on auction house that you don't know, and then put the other stuff in your bin that you might think is important. That's it.